welcome to ProteinFactory.com's live Q&A. I'm Lou Cozzolino here with owner Alex Rogers, and today we're going to answer all the questions from our loyal fans and customers. Side note, if you have any questions at all during the video, just write them below or send them in. So let's get started. Joseph from Phoenix, Arizona writes, Alex, is there a way of obtaining sample serving sizes of the proteins I'm interested in so I can decide which ones I want to order in bulk?
No. Protein Factory doesn't give out samples. Samples are strictly for taste purposes only. Protein Factory bases its powders on quality. For example, Pepto Pro, Super Plasma, even though they might taste pretty bad if they're used improperly, the quality you can't beat. So I never understood why supplement companies give out samples. You know, if you want something that tastes good, go buy some chocolate milk or something. But taste is a terrible judge of quality. So samples, we do guarantee everything 100%. So if you don't like it, you could return it or just simply email us and we'll tell you how a powder is going to taste.
George H. writes in, hey Alex, have you ever tried to formulate or remake the old Rio Blair protein formula?
Yeah, we get that question all the time. Very popular question. People for some reason still like that powder, especially the old school guys. Easy to do. Take 40% of our Victoria milk protein, 30% of the IPI, and 30% of the whole egg, and you'll get pretty much exactly what that Rio Blair formula was. At that time, whey protein didn't exist. It was really just milk and egg protein. So there you have it. Put that in right in the custom protein lab.
Patricia J. writes a book, Chapter 1. I have been using Body Fortress whey protein for a long time. I need a low-carb product. I used to think, due to misleading label info, that with 2 scoops, I was getting 1 serving with 52 grams of protein and 8 grams of carbs. That's not the case. I use soy, almond, and coconut milk mixer with 7 to 8 grams of carbs. There are so many products out there, it's very confusing. I need some help. Is it possible, or how close can I get to all these in one product? Low carbs, very high protein, reasonably priced, and delicious tasting.
Essentially what she's asking is she wants a high protein percentage powdered product. And this, she falls victim to the, I don't know what protein percentage my powder is. So this goes back to the very, very beginning when I started Protein Factory. When you buy a powder, you have to know the protein percentage of the powder. So for example, my Ultra Amino 97 is 97% protein, and that's exactly what this lady is asking for. She wants the purest form of protein she could buy. So in this case, it's going to be the Ultra Amino 97 because it's 97% protein, no carbs, no fat, no lactose, and of course, add some flavoring and a sweetener, and it'll taste delicious. So she could buy that one.
Here's a good question from Martin L. He says, hey Alex, whatever happened to Ajinomoto IBCAAs? I need some.
Right. In 2010, the FDA implemented new regulations that go with the dietary supplements. Protein Factory does not manufacture dietary supplements. Therefore, we had to discontinue manufacturing all dietary supplements and branched-chain amino acids, of course. They're dietary supplements. So we don't make branched-chain amino acids anymore, creatine, L-glutamine, all those products we do not carry anymore. We just carry foods that will be labeled nutrition facts, such as whey protein, carbs, and the fats. So eventually we will be getting those products back in, made by another company. Hopefully they'll be in about maybe about 4 to 8 weeks.
Adam L. writes in a story. He says, hi Alex, I'd like to order some of the pristine whey protein concentrate, but I'm anxious about the lactose content. Is it high? Drinking regular milk from the supermarket shelves does not make me wretch, but it does make me explode. I can't study in a library, if you know what I mean. I can, however, drink organic milk with not much of an increase in brown house gas emissions. The Pro Serum whey in the pristine whey protein is from grass-fed cows. I've heard that when Daisy is grass-fed, she's happier and thus makes better moo juice, which can even be consumed by those sensitive to lactose. I want to try out the pristine whey protein since it's also made directly from milk. But I also don't want to melt the polar ice caps and risk the extinction of the human race. I used to order the native whey, but I want to avoid soy lecithin. What's your take on this? Take the pristine whey and just study at home? Or forego it in exchange for something else? Cheers.
Yeah. But anyway, essentially what this customer is saying is he wants a highly undenatured protein powder coming from almost an organic source. So that being said, but he doesn't want the lactose. So that being said, I'm going to recommend the Heliogen casein. Okay, that comes from a great source where the cows are grass-fed. Protein powder is going to be hormone-free. And then on top of that, without the soy lecithin. So he'll get the Heliogen casein, but then using our protein lab, combine the super plasma to get those added protein subfractions. And super plasma is also soy lecithin free. So maybe 90% of the Heliogen casein and 10% super plasma, and yeah, it'll be what he wants.